all to this special Fireside Chat episode brought to you by EduBridge, which is India's leading workforce development platform. I hope you all are doing well. I am Yasmin Khan from EduBridge and behalf of entire EduBridge family, firstly wishing all the ladies a happy Women's Day. To celebrate this wonderful day today, we are in conversation with Happiness Infuser, whole-time director and CHRO of ESDS Software Solutions Limited, very talented and dynamic Miss Komal Somani. Welcome, Miss Somani.
Thank you so much, Yasmin, and thank you everyone watching out it live. Wishing you all a very happy Women's Day. So thank you for having me here.
Thank you. So today, let's understand about career strategies for women who wants to move up at work from Miss Komal Somali herself, who have helped thousands of professionals, including women, to lead a better career. To start off with, could you please brief us about your professional career?
I am, as you all know, I'm Komal Somani. So I'm HR head at ESDS Software Solution, like I'm CHRO. And I started my career with creating a workplace where people say, thank God it's Monday, rather than saying, thank God it's Friday. And I have been instrumental in making it we rank second in India among great workplaces and 15th in Asia. So far we have been successful in doing that. And with that, I started thinking about what makes people happy, what makes people stay with organization for a longer period of time. And I've been doing a lot of research around it. And with whatever my findings and my framework that I have designed, I started my own startup that is Happiness Infuser. So where we study what is the prototype of happiness for any organization employees. And we are serving thousands of people around that. And I'm also a founder of Great Ideas in Action, so which is a marketing organization.
That's about your, from the start. So firstly, you were with ESDS, then you started up with your own things. And that's a great thing, very inspirational. So moving to my next question, I would like to know, what are some common challenges faced by women in their careers? And how can these challenges be overcome?
So first thing, I think having a work-life balance is very important, because for women, the essence of women lies in taking care of family and also in enriching her career. So this is where women faces challenge, so she needs to find out the ways where she needs to have a coping mechanisms in place where wherever she is not being available, so she can find some other ways of doing that. We often have seen Indra Nooyi saying that she was always filled with guilt because she couldn't go to kids school for some parents meeting or something like that. So for women, finding coping mechanism is extremely important, and finding that balance is extremely important. So I think that is the major challenge women faces. But women is a multitasker, so she can learn many things, she can perform many tasks together, but she needs to prioritize right things. So I have personally set a I have decided what is my timings of work and what is my priority. So between my job hours, I'm completely dedicated to my work. But it's my rule, after 5 p.m., after 6 p.m., I am along with my kids, taking care of family. And also I change my hat going to home. I'm a mother there, I'm a wife there. So I change my hat. But when I am at work, I'm a professional here. So understanding and drawing those lines is extremely important in order for a woman to have a work-life balance and strike a balance between them.
I was about to touch on this topic firstly. So the major challenge what I feel is obviously the work-life balance, and I hope women out there who are doing that will do it more efficiently, and who wants to do that, please go ahead, take a step. So moving to my next question, I would like to know, what are some effective strategies for negotiating salaries and benefits as a woman in a workplace?
some effective strategies, I would say, like, we should do as our research. So research the salary range for whatever position or like, experience level that we have in our industry, or the location that we are working. It's very important. So this will help one understand that what a fair and reasonable salary and benefits, like, package looks like. Then secondly, it would be know your value as a woman. Make a list of your accomplishments, skills, and qualifications. So that demonstrates your value to the organization. So use this information during your interviews, put your case, like, how you have handled particular situation to get a better benefit out of this. Then I think thirdly, before going, you should practice your pitch. So practicing your negotiation pitch with a friend or mentor, this will definitely help you and be more confident. And I think one more important facet to it would be, like, focus on the value you bring. So while during an interview, emphasize the value you bring to the organization, or how your contribution have helped the company achieve its goals. So this can help demonstrate why you deserve a higher salary or better benefits that way. And consider other forms of, like, compensations. Could be a vacation or flexible work schedule, or additional training and development opportunities. That can also be one form of, like, negotiations. So know your worth and be confident. I think you are bound to get one.
So the second half was like the benefits women get in the workplace. Just putting like a contrast to my own sentence only here. Do you think this benefits are important for women nowadays, like in this time, and how then we can support that gender equality term when we ask for benefits? So what is your take on this?
So gender equality is very important. I think now times, like, so many organizations are emphasizing on why we need to have that equality, like, because women definitely are a multitasker, and they have good command over, like, handling so many multiple things and all. And we have proven over a period of time that, like, there is no differentiation, like, that majorly happens, that men can do and women cannot do. So I think we should educate ourselves, like, we should become familiar with the laws and policies related to discriminations, like, in workplace. And this can help us understand our rights and the protections that are available to us. And we should speak up if, like, in our experience, or we witness, like, some gender bias or discrimination in the workplace. We should be able to speak up. Like, as a woman, we tend not to speak up, or most of, like, as an Indian culture, we keep our emotions to ourselves. So I think, does that answer your question?
Just we have just I just wanted to know from your end, what is your take on having this, extra benefits which women wants at the workplace? So is it justifying the gender equality? What's your take on it?
Definitely, like, not always it is required, but at times it does, like, so
Okay.
having something around, like, parenting, like, so you are a working parent, so having a child care or something like that definitely helps you in balancing the act, because as a mother, you're always, like, concerned about your children and all. So if, like, you're a new mother, like, newly, like, or new kid, like, you have given birth to a kid, so definitely you need that. And for you, career is also an important. So for women, it becomes difficult to decide one as a priority, because both are equally important and she can't be partial. So having such benefits definitely will elevate her level of success.
Okay, that's a good one. So I would, you have already said that work-life balance is a first main challenge for a women. As you told that you are very strict about your timings and all, so that's how you cope up with, this work-life balance challenge. So what other tips you wish to give to our all the ladies out there to, balance such hectic and stressful life and get a better for your a better life for her own self?
So as a woman, you have to understand you can't have it all. So you decide what are your priorities and draw the lines. It is very important. If you're very career obsessed and you are a family oriented person too, so you can't have it together. So at times you need to draw a line, as I have said earlier. You decide, this is my time, for the career, or this is my family time, or this is my me time. Having a me time is extremely important too. So drawing those lines and not crossing it over. So after 5 p.m., if any important meeting is there, so people give that understanding to me that, for her kids are priority. So they will not disturb me after that, because I have set my rules that way. But if you don't set boundaries, so you'll never have a balance, and not having a balance will never make you a happy person.
So I can just set it up like we need to learn to set up the boundaries for our personal life and the professional life. And thank you for that. So moving to my next question, I would like to know what are the key skills and competence that women need to succeed in leadership roles, and how can they develop and cultivate these skills?
So I think woman is gifted with empathy. So having emotional intelligence is extremely important at work. So I think this is one of the major priority, because we always seen majorly women are part of HR teams because they empathize with people. But this is one of the skill. Then definitely having a problem solving skill as a woman. You should not look upon at you're always dependent on someone to solve problems and all. You should learn whatever level of problem is, how do you come out of the situations. So you should not be dependent on someone else to solve your problems. So once you demonstrate this leadership, anyone who's coming to you, you always have a solution. So you should be a very good problem solver. One thing that comes naturally to women is multitasking. I have said previously as well. So they are very good multitasker. They can handle so many things at single point of time. So I think this comes readily to a woman. These are the few skills I feel are very important, and not compromising on your passion.
Yeah, and I must say you have developed all these skills so well and reach to this position and inspiring out all the ladies. So that's a very very inspiring thing. Thank you so much. So I would now like to know um, how can women navigate career transitions, such as moving into a new industry or a new role.
So Yasmin, first women need to find out what is her happiness prototype. For a few people, being spiritual is happiness, or for a few people, being intellectual is important. So it is important to reflect what are your goals, what are your passions, or what is the purpose of your life. And we can actually find it out, with whatever have been interest, thing to us, whatever has given interest to us. So basis that we can reflect, then we can identify what are the transferable skills into when we are transiting to new industry. So consider those skills and experience that you have gained in your current role or industry, and how do we bridge the gap between the desired role. So we can identify and transfer those skills. Definitely we can research our target industry, as I've said, through your happiness types. If you are an emotional person and you love being social also, so I think and having intelligence, you can be a good HR, you can be a good marketer. So find out your happiness prototype and research your target industry accordingly. Whatever are the roles that are available in industry for you, that are interested, or for better understanding of your skills and qualifications required. One more important thing is networking. So build relationship with people who work in the industry or job role. Those are interested in you, those are of your interest. So that this way you can gain a lot of insights in the industry and potential job opportunities. Not compromising on gaining new skills and knowledge. So consider taking courses or attending training programs to acquire the skills and knowledge that you require for a newer role, and update yourself. So I think these are the important skills, things that are required in transition from one industry to another one.
Uh, that's great. I would like to just put it out. You are such a positive person, I must say, because you are empathizing on women's happiness first. So that's a very great thing to find out first our own happiness. So now I would like to know. What are some of the latest trends and developments in women's career, and how can women stay up to date, as you said, previously, and prepare for the future?
So yes, some of the latest trends and developments in women career, could be, we can find out like the gig economy, where we can be a freelancers, and we can take a independent contracts, maybe of marketing, social media, project management, or building a strong network of contacts. So we can do that. Then there can be upskilling and reskilling. So as technology continues to advance, so there is growing need for individual to upskill and reskill to stay relevant in the job market. So women can prepare for their trend by taking courses or attending training programs or learn new skills, and by staying informed about emerging technologies and industry needs. Then there is diversity, equity, and inclusion. So there is a growing focus on diversity, inclusion at workplace, and many companies are prioritizing these efforts to create a more diverse and inclusive workforce. So women can prepare for this trend by developing cultural competency, or advocating for themselves and others, and seeking and companies with a strong commitment of diversity and inclusion. And also nowadays, entrepreneurship is something, where many women are starting their own business or pursuing entrepreneurship ventures. So women can prepare for this trend, because entrepreneur is the one who requires to multitask. They need to learn everything, whether it is marketing, it is sales, or it is showing empathy, selling it to customers and all. So I think women has it all. So women can become a very good entrepreneur. So this would be a new major up to trend development of a woman, and creating jobs for so many other people. So women can prepare for this trend by developing a strong business plan, or seeking out mentors and advisors, and bringing a strong network of contacts to stay up to date. Yeah.
Yeah. So, ladies out there, as Miss Somani said, please stay updated. Use your skills, your potentials for every prospect you can do in your life. So, last but not the least question: what are some strategies for women to overcome gender bias and discrimination in the workplace, and how can they advocate for themselves and others?
So gender bias and discrimination can unfortunately still be present in the workplace, but there are several strategies women can use it to overcome these challenges and advocate for themselves and others. So they can, as I've said previously, we have to educate ourselves. So we should be aware, and we should be familiar with the laws and policies related to discrimination or harassment in the workplace. So this can help us understand our rights and the protections that are available to us. And also we need to speak up. We need to experience whatever we are experiencing or witnessing gender bias or discrimination in the workplace, we should speak up about it. So I think these are the ways that we can handle discrimination at the workplace. We need to
Yes.
speak up, and there are many various committees that are part of such every organization, so where we can go and speak up, and we can get justice if in case of anything that doesn't go the way it should ideally be.
Yes, and I hope taking this justice becomes more easier in India. That will be a hope for us. So before we end up with the session, a final message to all the ladies from your side is on this special Women's Day.
Okay. So, dear women, on this Women's Day, the only message I have is as a woman of substance, one should be able to have a balance between their work and their families. Everything is equally important. And we are the best person, like, who no one can replace mother's role, or like, a woman's role in family, and you're equally important at your workplace as well. So take good care of yourself, believe in yourself, and draw the lines between, like, so how you can balance like your life really well. So don't overdo anything. Having a self respect is very important. So we should be able to express ourselves, like, we should not be dependent on anyone else for our emotions. We should be emotionally independent, and we should strike out what is that gives us emotional happiness. So we should work upon it. We should find time for ourselves. As a woman, we are so busy taking care of everyone else at work, we forget to take care of ourselves. So make sure, like, you are your first priority, because no one else will make you one. Like, you are your first priority. If you are good, you will spread happiness in society. So having not compromising on self-respect. So if, like, I have listened to this one case study where one person asked, like, a kid asked his mom, like, what ice cream you would like to eat, and she always says ki bring whatever you want. And another time husband asks, he says ki koi bhi chalega, like, bring whatever you want, everything is fine with me. So what happens is, with this practice, she makes everyone realize, ki she doesn't have her own will, she doesn't have her own self-interest. So whatever anyone will give, she will just embrace it, and this becomes a habit. And later she starts realizing that everyone is treating her the same way. So it is her who has been not taking stand for herself. She never made her choice. She never made a decision on herself, what ice cream flavor she liked or what would she like to eat. So if you're not doing it, start doing it, because whatever the way you are behaving, you're telling people, like, how you should be treated back. So express yourself. You are important. Everything else is secondary. So love yourself, pamper yourself, take time out for your hobbies, yourself. Spending your me time is very, very important, and rest all will fall in place.
Yeah, so ladies out there, firstly, stay happy. That's the most important thing, and also stay updated as we, got it from this conversation. And with this, we are at the end of our session. So, firstly, thanking Ms. Komal for your time today and imparting the knowledge to our audience. We are very grateful for your presence, and we wish you the best. Keep rocking and inspiring every woman out there as you do. Once again, wishing you a happy Women's Day. Also,
Thank you.
yeah,
Yes.
also thanking all of you for tuning in today. Hope you liked the conversation. So let's forge a general equal world. For more such videos, please do like, share, subscribe. EduBridge. Till then, this is Yasmin Khan signing out. Thank you.